things that cause works of the flesh are things that are just the world's way of doing things. Things that you're desired to do, your body, your emotions want you to do. And that changes per minute. I'm enjoying this, and yet it may be against God's will. I enjoy drinking. It makes me feel good. I lose all inhibition, and I like that. Well, pretty soon, that's the flesh wanting to do that. Because remember, flesh is fighting against the spirit. It says the body and the flesh are fighting against each other. They're warning against each other. Because guess what? The body knows it's not going to live forever. So it wants its pleasure right now. Okay, when you see that at Revelation, you're going, okay, no wonder the body's fighting you. I love that food. I want to go play that. I want to do this. I want to, that's all dealing with emotion. And remember, the 5 senses of the earth, hearing, seeing, feeling, smelling, all that's the world's way. That's the emotion, how the world runs with emotion. It's what they see, what they feel, what they think. But you have the senses of the spirit, and God's way of thinking and feeling is not the same way of thinking and doing as it is here. So you will have a change with that. And that's what we're looking at. You will be giving things up, because to be a Christian, you're going to see your behaviors change. You're not going to act like the world. You're going to restrain. Sometimes, one thing I used to tell my high school kids, they would wonder when they're starting to be responsible. The first time I would get kids who used to be real aggressive, and I worked with gang members and stuff like that, when God started to work with them, and watch them change, I could always tell when they're starting to change. One of the first things that I noticed with them, they started to take responsibility for their behavior. That was huge. They started to be responsible. They'll say, oh, I'm sorry I hit you. And you'll go, whoa, he never does that. He'd knock them down and walk by them. So you start noticing these responsible things. And if you confronted them with something, did you realize oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice that. And you're going, whoa, starting to grow. That was a real huge thing. I noticed when kids would be in my class, I had different ways of setting up the room. As they would move around the room, I could tell that when they started to separate themselves from the others, guess what? That was good. That was good, because they were following them before, and now they're going, oh, I'm busy. I want to work on this. I could start to see it, and I'd walk over to them, and I said, you're starting to mature. They went, really? How do you know that? And I tell them, you're starting to separate yourself into the things that are good. And see, we don't do that enough to say, oh, that's a good thing. See, remember it says, reward your children, reward people, and what's good? Those things are good. And we always think, oh, it's got to be very obvious. No, responsibility, doing things that are going to be kind to other people, responding positively, those are good things. And you should reward them and say, that was a good choice. My granddaughter was doing something the other day, and I said, you made a really good choice just then. She went, really? I said, that was very kind what you did. And she went, thanks, Nani. But you need to tell them, that was good. That was a good thing. Brady Ministries International is a nonprofit 501c3 organization. Your tax-deductible donations may be sent to the address on our website, edbradyradio.com, edbradyradio.com. Thanks, and may God bless you for your support and for your prayers.